16, we're going to talk about compound interest. We're actually going to talk about simple interest as well, but mostly compound interest. So to attract deposits, banks offer to pay interest, which is a percentage of the money deposited. The amount deposited, we're going to call the principal. So principal is what we put in an account, interest is what we earn off of the principal. So we're going to talk about simple interest and then compound interest. So simple interest, okay, it's going to get paid on the principal only. So we're going to take our $100 and we're going to multiply it by 3% because that's what we're earning. You'll see that we're going to make $3 off that 100. Okay, so now take that 100 plus the 3. We now have $103 in our account. Okay. With simple interest, you're going to make the same amount of money every year if you don't put any more money in the account. So every year you're just going to make $3. So after the first year, you'd add $3. Second year, add $3. Third year, you'd add $3. After 3 years, you have $109. Okay. So simple interest, kind of what it says, simple. If you just put money in an account, never put any more in, you're just going to make the same amount of interest every year. With compound interest, you're going to make money off your interest as well. So we have our $100 multiplied by 3% here. Remember it was $3. We're going to add that to our $100. So we now have $103 in our account after the first year. Second year, instead of just adding 3 every year, we're going to take 103 and multiply by our 3%. So the second year I made $3.09. So I made 9 cents more than the previous year. So I add that to what my total was before. I get $106.09. Okay, so my third year, I would have to take that $106.09 multiplied by my 3%. Okay, my decimal will go here. Dollars and cents, remember we need to round to the nearest hundredth. So I would have made $3.18. Add that to what I had before, $106.09. So after 3 years with compound interest, I had 27 cents more than I did with simple interest because I'm earning money off my interest as well. Okay. So the example, so Mrs. Vasquez opened a $2,000 retirement account that has grown at a rate of 10% a year for 3 years. What is the current value of her account? Okay, so we're going to do compound interest. If it doesn't say do compound interest, we're going to do compound interest for 3 years. So we have 2,000 times 10%, which is 1/10 or 10/100. Okay? So when we multiply this out, you're going to get $200. I'm going to add that to my principal. So now, that was the first year. After the first year, we have $2,200 in our account. So compound interest says you keep that number, multiply it by the percent again for the second year. Okay. The second year we made $220 of interest. So if I add that to what I had before, okay, I now have $2,420 in my account. So for the third year, I take that $2,420 multiplied by 10%. Okay, I get $242. I add that to how much money I have in my account. And after 3 years, I now have $2,662, or Mrs. Vasquez does. Okay. If we had compound interest, you would just make $200 a year. It should be at $2,600. So you make more money by having compound interest. Okay. A shortcut to this, and it's not completely a shortcut, but it kind of puts everything in one step, is to multiply by 1 in your percent. Okay, because what that does, as you can watch by my work, is it's going to force you to add the tax with the principal right away, or with the amount that you had. Okay. So you can see this and this are the same. So we can just multiply by 1 and our percent, and it comes out to be about the same amount of work, but it kind of puts it all together. Another way we can do this, if it asks you for more than 3 years, we can use a calculator. I know you don't get to use calculators very much. I will tell you that's not a calculator. I will tell you that for your practice set, you're going to need to use a calculator. Okay, so we take our principal, 2,000. We're going to multiply it by. When we're using a calculator, we're going to want to do 1 and whatever the percent is. So 1 and 10%. So we're going to multiply it by 1.1. Hit equals. I had $2,200. So that's what I had after the first year, as you can see by right there. Okay. Now, I take that times 1.1 again if I want to know the second year. Hit equals. Notice I got this, $2,420. Okay. If I want to do it another year, notice the numbers are the same, 2,660. So that's after 3 years. So if I had to keep doing that to find how much money, they're going to ask you how much money in 10 years. You're going to have to do that 10 times. If they want 20, you'll have to do it 20 times. And I can tell you, using that calculator is going to be a lot faster than doing it by hand. So if you have a calculator handy, you're going to want to use it for your practice set, because they're going to ask you some big numbers. So just remember, we're going to multiply by 1 and whatever the percent is. Okay. So go ahead, do the practice set. You don't have to do the connect part. Okay. But notice you are going to have to use a calculator. So go ahead, do the practice set, try it out. Remember, you can use a calculator if you need to. You're probably going to need to. But make sure you bring any questions you may have to class.